Because literally in my head, I was like, I am not going to move out until I meet that guy and we're going to move out together and we're going to build our forever home. Like, that was my mentality, right?
Oh.
And my financial advisor was like, bitch, you looking for a roommate. Like,
Exactly.
like, stop. You are literally looking for a roommate. And I was like, oh, damn, she is not wrong. I was waiting for a roommate to come along and so we could split the bills and all this stuff. I'm like, no.
And I'll tell you, it sucks being in that roommate relationship with someone that like, when you are like living with a person, I truly believe that if you don't come together as like one, like, I mean, like share meals together. Like there are certain things that you do that symbolize like we are a household and we are united. And, you know, some people, you know, I've definitely been in this experience, never want to live it again. But some people like can literally be two individuals just living under the same roof. Yeah. And you may have moments where you feel united and like, you know, that's great, that's beautiful. But like to really be united, you need to fit into each other's lives. Yes. And a lot of people are stuck in that roommate situation and they think it's love. That is not love. It's like, no, it's separation.
Yeah, I can imagine.
It's getting the bills paid.
Especially in New York with the rents the way they are. Right? I can imagine there's a lot of people in those situations.
A lot of people are living uncomfortable with their ex.
Absolutely. So we've talked about relationships. We have talked about dating. We talked a little bit about sex, kind of, sort of. And I want to sort of come full circle with the word love because sadly, I'm a romantic.
Me too. Hopelessly.
So I have two questions for you. What does the word love mean to you?
Take it first.
Oh,
I gotta think on that.
She's in a relationship. And love can mean many things.
It can. Everyone has a different version.
Exactly. So what does love mean to you?
Love means to me just like someone where you can just be authentically you. Like you can be weird. You can like, you know, they just take you for who you are and you can feel yourself with.
No makeup.
No makeup. Like someone who also just brings you like calm and stillness. I think that's super important. Like I want someone who like feels safe. So I feel like love is that. And also
it's the Pisces in you.
It's Aries.
Aries, I'm sorry.
Yeah, so I would say like those like are my top two. I think that's what like love is. No. Yeah, I'm gonna keep it like that.
Okay.
Yeah.
I think love is always considering a person, like always thinking about a person, and just thinking about how you could make their life better. You know, whether it's I'm going to get you a flower on the way home from the train or, you know, I'm going to buy you dinner because you had a really tiring day and you're exhausted. Like just always thinking about how you can improve someone's life. And I think it's appreciating people for who they are and not wanting to change things about them. And like seeing their flaws and being like, but I still love you. Yeah. I'm going to rock with you.
That's my man.
Yeah. Is that your man? That's my man.
Well, all of those things, definitely someone that brings you peace. I think love is being inspired to do those kind of things, being inspired to be a team. And honestly, yeah, being inspired to be committed through hardships, you know, because you know that this person is
making that choice every day,
you know, because you have fun with them and you have, you know, they inspire the most beautiful parts of you, you know? And so,
that's
beautiful. I love that. I found it interesting that no one mentioned sparks, butterflies, you know, that old school.
I mean,
what do you think about
we've all been in a long relationship, right? Yeah. So I feel like maybe we were thinking about it from like a long-term relationship versus the newer ones.
Because the sparks are just so easy these days, you know? Like you can be super not the butterflies,
Listen,
but just
when
like
she's talking, sparks, the fireworks go off.
Listen, I'm someone who I can very quickly be like, oh my God, gets really excited about something. Maybe it's not like butterflies in my stomach. I don't know. Honestly, I haven't felt butterflies in a really long time. That's kind of sad. You know, it's kind of scary. But I just think that that's all temporary. So love is something that is long term. You know, the sparks can be very short term. Even though I imagine being with my next husband, well, not next, I never had one, but
I'm like, what is something I don't know?
I would imagine still having like a sense of joy and eagerness and giddiness for a very long time before it becomes like, I don't know, monotonous, you know? Yeah. So like mundane, you know?
So being that I think love is a combination of all these things, enough said, for me. But do you think love is enough to make a relationship work?
No. It's the bare minimum, girl. It is the bare minimum.
Wait, what? You're talking to a romantic.
I'm a hopeless romantic too, so I'm right there with you. But love is not enough.
No.
Love is not enough.
Okay.
You could love someone so hard and not reciprocate. You could love someone and, you know, for whatever reason, people justify why they don't show up in relationships all the time. But you can love someone and literally still not show up for them because of whatever reason. And like love is just the bare minimum. Like you got to put in the work, you got to put in the reciprocity, you got to put in the gratitude, and you need to be able to do that as a person. So if you can't do that as a person, no matter how much you love someone, you're not going to be a good partner. Yeah. So I think like literally what makes the relationship work is how healed are you as a person. Because you can have all the love in the world, but if you can't show up and be like the best version of yourself, like deuces.
Yeah. I agree. Everything she said. Like,
go ahead, Mabel.
No, like that's everything.
Yeah. No, and I was also just going to add to that I think that I've been in a lot of I guess you could call it situationships, where maybe it could have led to love. Maybe it could have led to something blossoming bigger than what it was, but there was like a lack of communication, you know, like if you don't know how to express yourself, if you're not self-aware, if you're like, yes, I love you, but I can't commit right now or whatever, like you could have those feelings. And if you don't have any of those, it's not going anywhere. It can't work.
Yeah. You know? Can the relationship, I have to ask, I'm going to put it out there. Can the relationship work with all of that and really bad sex?
No.
I had to throw that in there.
But you can teach someone how to do it right.
That's true. That's true.
You could definitely teach someone how to love you right. Yeah.
How to love you?
Oh,
or
yeah.
how to make love
right.
to you.
How to make love to you in a way that it like works for you.
Yeah.
Interesting.
Some people want to go to Pound Town every night. Some people are like, I'm sorry, I'm on the lazy river. Let's take it slow and steady. You know, like everyone likes different things.
Okay.
So, and you know what? People you're supposed to get better at sex, hopefully, as life goes on. You know?
Well, and that you build a rhythm or you create a rhythm between you two.
Right. So I feel like the sex could always be worked on. That's how I feel personally.
Okay.
True. And then you also don't want to be with a guy who's like insecure. I think that's a big red flag in a relationship. Stay away from them. It's not going to work. It's going to bring like jealousy. They're going to put you down, even though they're the ones insecure. Yeah. And it's just miserable. And you don't want that.
Biggest red flag?
I would say insecurity. Like I need someone that's very insecure if they're gonna be with me.
You need someone who's confident, but not cocky.
We know. You know what I mean? Like
it's on TikTok somewhere.
Yeah.
Yes, we've had that conversation.
Oh God, the biggest red flag? Holy damn.
You can give us 2 if that's hard.
I'm trying to think. Well, insecurity is a big one, but I wanted to think of a different one.
Bad credit score, that's a red flag.
Maybe disrespecting women.
I need someone financially stable.
Sorry,
any sort of aggression.
Bad credit aggression.
Any sort of aggression. Like if you're quick-tempered and you're like, you know, like
that's good.
I think especially for women, we need to feel safe very early on. Like we need to establish a sense of safety. But yeah, I think that obviously there's like if you're a narcissist, that's a huge red flag.
That's a whole other episode.
That's a whole yeah. But I think safety is a big one, which is sad to say because it shouldn't have to, you know. But if you lack of communication is a big red
women
flag.
are picking the bear, so safety.
Women are picking the bear.
Yeah,
exactly. So,
so we all believe in love.
Yes.
I love it.
I do. Yeah.
So I like to wrap episodes, as you all know, because you've been on the podcast, with a quote, mantra, piece of advice, a gift for the community. So we've talked about love, sex, dating, and relationships. And I want to ask you for your best advice for anyone. I'll say ladies because we're ladies. We're women. for women looking for love right now? Because it's a war zone. So your best advice, if it was your sister, your friend.
I'm. I tell this to all of my friends. When you're dating, collect data. You are yes, you are collecting
collect
data.
data.
Collect all the data. Learn everything about that man. Learn like what they're like, their habits. What do they do? But also like, do you like them? Do you want to be with them? Collect all that data, take it back, and then figure out like if you really want to continue dating that person. You want to learn all about that person.
So how much time do you give yourself to?
I mean, I would do like max 2 dates. I feel like that's when you like really know.
Okay.
But the first 2 dates, like really collect all that data and learn everything about them, because then that's gonna make you like you'll know whether you want to move forward with them or not.
I love that. Carolina.
Yeah. To piggyback off of that, yes, research. I call it research. Do your research, and also a lot of girls or women, I should say, are like more focused on whether the man is choosing them, or whoever.
Don't
and
be
it's
picky.
like, wait, are
No.
you choosing him? Like, are you,
Yeah.
So, research is very important. But also work on yourself. Know what you want and who you are, and don't compromise. Just be clear on where your boundaries are. Make it a full body yes.
We have to remember that.
Full body yes.
I didn't coin this, by the way, so I should say
we
that.
need to give her.
But-
We need to give her credit.
Yeah. So this is Matt Kama's and Kelly, his wife. They have a Instagram page, and it's all about relationships. I've learned a lot from them, by the way.
Okay, we have to
Yeah.
tag them.
And so, anyways, but yeah, it has to be a full body yes, and a full body yes might not come in the exact perfect package that you thought it would come in.
We can't all get the 6 foot.
I mean, listen, if that's your
Drink of chocolate.
if that's your non-negotiable, that is. But maybe maybe you wanted somebody with green eyes, and that's a negotiable part of it. Maybe they didn't have to have green eyes or whatever. And so there are some non-negotiables, and for me personally,
So
I
have
also
your non-negotiables.
yeah, and I also
that's great advice.
I don't want to date someone that's like, maybe they don't have to be
has
6
a
feet,
300 credit score.
Oh yeah.
I'm sorry. I have PTSD here.
I'm with you.
Yeah. But anyway, so the main 2 things I would say is know who you are, don't compromise that, and make sure it's a full body yes.
Oof. Hard to follow up that one. I would say constantly check in with yourself. Like you said, and always thinking about if men are choosing us, just check in with yourself. Like, do you even like this person? Yeah. Do you like what they're saying? Do you like how they're thinking? Do you like how they respond to you? Do you like the energy that they put out? And listen to your gut. It can be so easy. Like, I'm still learning how to listen to my gut, like to this day. And like, just if you have like a little, just explore it. Think about it. Explore it. And even if you can't describe it or can't explain it, maybe just bounce. Because why do you have to walk around with that feeling about a person? You shouldn't have to have that. Again, it should be like a hell yeah on all fronts. So listen to your gut and bounce if you're feeling a little iffy.
I would add, and I'm going to try and say it without getting emotional. I would say know what you're worth. I think that has been one of my biggest challenges. I sometimes give it up with a bargain price. At a discount. But I would say know your worth and be willing to walk away if you're not getting it. And I'm still trying to figure that out.
And there's always better out there.
Yeah.
Do not live in a scarcity mindset when it comes to men. Live in an abundant mindset and tell yourself like there is always better fish in the pond. Even if you can't see the pond, just have some faith that you will attract that big ass fish that's coming with everything you need.
I love you guys. Thank you so much for being here today.
Thanks for having
you.
us.
I'm going to try and finish without a tear. I'm grateful to our sponsors, to Mionetto and Charcuterie Mom, Ava Creations for the Sips and Social glasses.
Yeah,
Toast to each and every one of you. To your ring. And to AW Sips and Socials.
Yes.
And thank you for joining us on this episode of AW Sips and Socials with my ladies, Jasmine, Mabel, and Carolina. Thank you. I love you guys. Talk to you soon.
That was great.
That was so fun.
What do you think, Cameron?